Assalamu alaikum. Our lesson today is about excretion in plants. Number one, excretion in plants is not a problem. Why? The rate of catabolism in plants is much lower than that in animals. يعني إيه؟ Rate of metabolism or catabolism, burning of food, is slower than burning of food in animals. So, accumulation of metabolic wastes in plant is very slow. What is the reason of accumulation of wastes inside human bodies or animal bodies? The fast rate of metabolism يعني بنحرق كتير ففي wastes كتير. طيب بالنسبة للبلانت rate of catabolism is very small. يعني ايه catabolism؟ يعني burning of food to get energy. Burning of food and get energy produces wastes. طيب in plant burning of food is very slow as plant doesn't move. Okay, so catabolism rate in plant is slower than that in animals. يبقى accumulation of metabolic wastes in plant is very slow. Number 2, green plants reuse its catabolic wastes. حتى لو في waste البلانت هيعمل له reuse. زي ايه؟ carbon dioxide and water resulted from respiration. carbon dioxide water resulted from respiration. plant يرجع يستخدمهم تاني in photosynthesis. طيب كربون دايوكسيد اللي بيخرج في جسمنا احنا resulted from respiration ما ينفعش يستنى لازم يخرج عن طريق two lungs. اوكي nitrogen wastes which are poisonous wastes plant بيستخدمها to produce protein. يبقى so the plant has no problem in excretion. ليه؟ number 1 catabolic rate in plant is very slow. Burning of food is very slow. So accumulation of wastes is very slow. طيب لو في wastes like carbon dioxide, like water, like nitrogen wastes, plant reuses these wastes. Plant reuses carbon dioxide and water in photosynthesis process. So it uses carbon dioxide and water to build new carbohydrates and reuses nitrogen wastes to build new protein. metabolism in plant يعني لو البلانت عمل metabolism it burns carbohydrates not protein. يعني metabolic rate in plant slow. ولو عمل metabolism بيعمل reuse للويستس بتاعت الميتابوليزم ده. ولو عمل metabolism بيبقى metabolism for carbohydrates not protein. علشان wastes of carbohydrates are less poisonous than wastes of protein, less toxic than wastes of protein. So the wastes inside plant bodies are not poisonous. So the plant have no serious problem in excretion. Number 1, the catabolic rate in plant is very slow. Number 2, plant uses wastes of catabolism or metabolism. Number 3, plant depends on metabolism of carbohydrates, not metabolism of protein. And wastes of carbohydrates are less toxic than wastes of protein. It's okay. Metabolic wastes like salts, like acids, salts and acids can be stored in plant in form of insoluble crystals. لو crystals دي اتكونت inside kidneys ولا ureters of a person دي بتعمل مشكلة and pain. طيب لو implant without any problem. So the plant has no problem in excretion. Number 1, as we said, catabolism in plant is very slow. So accumulation of wastes are very slow. Is very slow. Okay. Number 2, The plant reuses wastes. حتى لو عنده wastes بيعمل لها reuse. The plant reuses water and carbon dioxide in photosynthesis and reuses nitrogen wastes in form of protein. طيب لو البلانت عمل ميتابوليزم بيبقى الكربوهيدرات ولا بروتين؟ لا كربوهيدرات. طب ليه كربوهيدرات؟ because carbohydrates wastes are not poisonous أو less poisonous than protein wastes. طيب some of wastes of metabolism can be stored inside plant bodies without any problem, like salts and acids. Salts and acids can be stored in form of insoluble crystals in their cytoplasm of the plant or in vacuoles. يبقى بالتحديد salts or acids can be stored inside insoluble crystals inside the cytoplasm to without any problem or without any harm to the plant. Plant may get rid of carbon dioxide and salts by roots. Carbon dioxide and salts by roots. Plants live in soil rich in calcium. لو البلانت بيعيش في soil rich in calcium. Can store calcium inside leaves. بالتحديد in leaves. The leaves finally shut down أو بتقع بعد كده، فهو ممكن يتخلص من الكالسيوم ده عن طريق ان هو يعمل له storing inside leaves and the leaf will fall down. يبقى plant has no problem in excretion. Okay? Why? Number 1, the metabolic rate in plant is slower than that in animals, so accumulation of wastes is very slow. طيب لو عمل metabolism the plant reuses wastes. بيستخدم carbon dioxide and water in photosynthesis وبيستخدم protein nitrogen wastes in form to form protein. ولو عمل metabolism بيبقى لكربوهيدرات not protein. يعني لو البلانت عمل burning الحاجة بيحرق الكربوهيدرات. Wastes of carbohydrates are less poisonous than wastes of protein. وممكن كمان يتخلص من الويستس بطريقة تانية. ممكن يخزن salts وأسيد in form of insoluble crystals فين in cytoplasm or inside vacuoles، وده ما بيعملش أي harm للبلانت. ممكن لو عنده كربون دايوكسيد زيادة أو salt زيادة يتخلص منها عن طريق roots. طيب كالسيوم بالتحديد كالسيوم salt ممكن يعمله storing inside leaves والleaves بتقع بعد كده. طيب carbon dioxide which result from respiration وأكسجين carbon dioxide وأكسجين بالتحديد بيخرجوا عن طريق stomata by diffusion. وبلانت يعتبر exposed to the external environment، فطبيعي ان هو يقدر يعمل excretion لكربون دايوكسيد والأكسجين بسهولة لو هو زيادة عن حاجته في photosynthesis ويخرج عن طريق stomata by diffusion. يبقى كده two ways to expel carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide may expelled by roots, okay, dissolved in water, and may expelled by stomata by diffusion. Oxygen gets out from the plant by diffusion through stomata. يبقى carbon dioxide two ways، لكن oxygen عن طريق الستومata بس by diffusion. Okay. The plant get rid of water by guttation and transpiration. يبقى plant get rid of water. The problem in the plant and excretion of water only, excess water. The plant gets rid of water by two ways. Number 1, guttation, and number 2, transpiration. يبقى the problem in plant is excretion of water, only water. The water excreted from the plant by two ways, which are guttation and transpiration. Number 1, guttation. At tips of leaves. يعني ايه tips of leaves؟ يعني أطراف leaves. There are water stomata. water stomata دي مختلفة عن stomata العادية اللي احنا أخدناها. water stomata بيحصل منها process اسمها guttation. يعني ايه guttation؟ يعني drops of water. ممكن أشوفها at leaf tips. يعني إيه leaf tips؟ يعني أطراف الليفز دي of some plants، مش كل الplants like potato and tomato in the early morning and the spring. So guttation is exuding of water drops, not water vapor, drops from leaves tips، مش من كل leaves، leaves tips only. In some plants in early morning and spring، in early morning and spring. لو عملت فوكس على tips of leaves هلاقي ان فيها زي pores بنسميها water stomata. water stomata are opened all the time. water stomata اللي ليها اسم تاني hydrothud وده اسم لاتن. water stomata or hydrothud. They are found at tips of leaves only. يعني مش موجودة في كل leaves at tips. They are opened all the time. They are opened all the time. The water that excreted by guttation may contain salts. ممكن يبقى فيها salts. But guttation is not the main factor to excrete water in plant. Why? Because it takes place in some plants only, and it takes place in spring only and in the early morning only. It has a specific time. تمام. And some found in some plants. These plants have water stomata. Not all plants have water stomata. Most plants don't have water stomata. Some plants have water stomata and can make guttation. So guttation is not the main factor by which the plant can excrete water. What is guttation? Guttation is the exuding of water drops at tips of leaves in the early morning and the spring. It takes place by water stomata, not normal stomata, that are called hydrothud. Hydrothud and water stomata are found at tips of leaves only. Found at tips of leaves. They are opened all the time. The water that excreted by guttation may contain salts. So salts can be excreted by roots, okay, and dissolved in water by guttation, and they can be stored in plant in form of crystals. If salts are calcium salt are stored in leaves that will fall after that. تاني salts ازاي salts بتخرج من البلانت؟ ممكن salts excreted in form of salt dissolved in water by roots or by guttation. Salts excreted in form of salt dissolved in water by roots or by guttation. It may be stored as crystals, insoluble crystals inside vacuoles and inside cytoplasm. It may be stored inside leaves that will fall after that if they are calcium salts. Okay. Transpiration. Transpiration is exuding of water in form of water vapor. Exuding of water in form of water vapor. Number 1, woody plant or woody trees and herbaceous plants. Herbaceous plants, they are plants with green stems. The difference between these two plants, this plant has woody stem and this plant has green stem. The plants which have green stems are called herbaceous plants. The plants that don't have green stems and has woody stems are called woody plants. Okay. Transpiration is exuding of water in form of water vapor. Evaporation of water. Evaporation. The plant at all is exposed to sun rays or sun heat. طيب evaporation of water هيحصل منين في البلانت بالتحديد؟ number 1 by stomata. number 1 by stomata not water stomata. water stomata بيخرج منها water drops وبسمي ده guttation، لكن الستومتا العادية بيخرج منها water vapor. موجودة فين الستومتا؟ in all leaf not at tips. طبعا عند التبس فيه ايه؟ في ووتر ستومتا، شايفين اللي عليها دي الماوس؟ ده ووتر ستومتا موجود at tips of leaves. طيب بالنسبة لبقية الليف موجود فيها ايه؟ ستومتا بيخرج منها ووتر فيبر. تمام؟ يبقى transpiration takes place by stomata. takes place by stomata. stomata are found in leaves and found in stems. لو عملت فوكس على الستومتا هلاقي ليها two guard cells. stomata can open and close by two guard cells. لو عملت فوكس تاني هلاقي ده شكل التو جارد cells. اوكي، يبقى transpiration takes place by stomata. stomata are spread on موجودين فين؟ موجودين في leaves of plants. تمام، وموجودين في green stems. So the water are excreted in form of water vapor by stomata, which are spread on leaves and green stems. What about woody stems? There are stomata found in woody stems are called lenticels. Lenticels are stomata of woody stems. There are stomata found in woody stems are called lenticels. Lenticels are stomata of woody stems. So transpiration takes place by stomata and by lenticels. And there is a small amount of evaporation take place by cutine layer, which covers all green parts of the plant. So transpiration takes place by number 1 stomata, number 2 lenticels, number 3 by cutine layer. What is the cutine layer? It is the layer that covers all green parts of the plant. Okay, the transpiration takes place by 3 places in the plant. Number 1 by stomata, number 2 by lenticels. What are lenticels? Lenticels are stomata of woody stems. And by cutine layer. What is cutine layer? It is the layer that covers all green parts in the plant. Types of transpiration: stomatal, done by stomata, water loss through stomata. And by cutine layer بسميه cuticular. يبقى by cutine layer أسميه cuticular. What is cutine layer? The epidermis cover the green parts of the plant. يعني vegetative organs يعني green organs of the plant. Okay. Lenticular by lenticels. So kind of transpiration, three types of transpiration. Through stomata it is called stomatal. Through cutine layer it is called cuticular. Through lenticels it is called lenticular. Okay. From stomata more than 90% of total water lost from stomata. Cuticular 5%. Lenticular small amount. Lenticular plus guttation 5%. Lenticular plus guttation 5%. 90% through stomata and 5% through cutine layer. Less than 5% through lenticels. Why lenticels or lenticular and guttation small amount? As most plants don't have woody stem and don't have lenticels. Most plants don't have water stomata. Woody stems and water stomata are found in some plants. So lenticular transpiration and guttation represent 5% of water lost. Okay. Lenticular lenticular transpiration through woody stems, and guttation represent 5%, because both of them are not found in all plants. Some plants have woody stem and some plants have water stomata. But stomatal transpiration found in all plants, woody and herbaceous. Cuticular transpiration found in all plants, woody and herbaceous. Okay. Let's make a comparison between transpiration and guttation. Transpiration, the water exists in form of water vapor. هنا in form of water drops. The time in all over the year. هنا in early morning and spring. هنا through all surface of plant. في كل السيرفس. هنا عن طريق ingutation water stomata أو hydratod. هنا nature of opening stomata opened and closed according to the temperature. لو sunny day يبقى stomata are opened، لو not sunny day هتبقى closed. طيب هنا stomata is opened all the time. components of water طبعا هنا بيبقى evaporation فهي water only. the water is free from substances ما فيهاش حاجة. هنا water may contain some salts. amount of water طبعا large amount more than 95%. هنا small amount less than 5%. factors affect transpiration. There is a direct relation between transpiration and some factors like temperature. By increasing temperature, transpiration increases to decrease temperature of the plant. In sunny days, the temperature of the plant may raise up. The plant tends to transpiration to decrease its temperature. يبقى transpiration in plant equals sweating in human. Sweating in human increases in sunny days to decrease the temperature of the human body. And transpiration in plants increases in sunny days to decrease the temperature of the plant body. Okay? Soil humidity. By increasing water in soil, the transpiration increases. Wind speed. By increasing wind speed, transpiration increases. Air dryness. By increasing dryness of air or decreasing amount of water in air or decreasing humidity of air, the transpiration increases. Number of stomata. By increasing number of stomata, the transpiration increases. Number of leaves. By increasing number of leaves or green surface area of the plant, the transpiration increases. So the transpiration increases by increasing temperature, soil humidity or water in soil, wind speed, air dryness, number of stomata, number of leaves, and green surface area. Inverse relation. هي المفروض ما تبقاش مرسومة كده. Inverse relation like air humidity and soil concentration. Factors affect transpiration. Inverse relation between transpiration and some factors like air humidity. By increasing air humidity, the transpiration decreases. Air humidity, amount of water vapor in air. By increasing soil concentration, water concentration in soil decreases. Okay? It is the opposite with soil humidity. Okay? Importance of transpiration. Number one, transpiration raises up water inside xylem vessels. As we studied in the first term, the water raises up inside xylem vessel by the help of pulling force, which is called transpiration pull. The water evaporates from leaves, then leaves absorb water from stems, and stems absorb water from roots. This is by the help of vascular system in plant, which is xylem vessels. This is called water cycle. The water cycle started by evaporation of water from leaves, then pulling water from xylem vessels that found in leaves, and then pulling water from xylem vessels that found in stems, and after that pulling water from roots, and root hair absorb water from soil. This is called water cycle. Transpiration decreases temperature of the plant in sunny days. Thank you and good luck.